Hello, Mr. Sami. Bro, this is Kogwana item. Here I wanted to share with you my, in our third week video review. So in a short, I will try to overgo all of the stuff that we covered for this week. First, I want to thank you the opportunity that you give me to do the second homework of the book or chapter two. So most of the time this week, what I was doing was the book. So since I have two assignments, chapter three and chapter two, so I went through all of them. It was really very interesting and somehow challenging. Yeah, challenging is what the learning means. Always there's some challenges, and it's really good to have some challenge. It was really helpful to read all of that theory and do the core stuff. Has a really very good coding project. So some quizzes, very easy questions, and going is building up a little bit. Then some the projects, the four projects in the two assignments, they were somehow they're more difficult than the quizzes in the book. And that was really a good way to test what I learned from the book. So most of the this week I was really busy for doing this week and catching up with our and catching up what I have missed the last two weeks. That was really very good week. The other topics that we covered this week were the logical operators, how they are in mathematics, and how we use them in Java or generally in coding, the truth table and or, which was really very tricky when they're true and when they're false, and how to decide also when to. And so I discovered this week. I learned for the subtracting, the subtraction quiz. That was really very interesting. I take with that with my first degree sisters. I was really taking some having fun time with subtracting and adding these numbers was really very interesting. And that's why I like coding. Sometimes it's really very creative and you can do a lot of things. The F else and else if there were really also some another topic that I learned for this week, and it was a really good one. Even though that's a little bit different for when they are two-way and one-way. So setting the restrictions and the conditions is very tricky. So that was really very important topic that I learned from. The most difficult for me for this week was the if else mystery and for calculating the numbers and assigning each variable with a number and the three values if the first one's true and the second one's true and maybe like the third one or C is not true and it's coming back or returning. So it's still I didn't catch that box right now. Still I'm trying to study and I've been studying for quite some time. That's all most of the time we are running through this week. And also the logical operators. That was really very good, even though some of them we did last week. The video and the material that you provided us, they were really very helpful. And I can say this week the whole classes was very straightforward. So except for the if else mystery, I can say like not all of the advice were very easy for me. And I'm trying still to understand that back and I'm working on it. Thank you very much. See you next week. Bye bye.